Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome to our World Cup predictions for Qatar 2022. This is a big one, guys. Do make sure to like and subscribe. We're going through each group and I'm joined by Sophie. How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Are you excited?
I am now, yes.
Yeah.
Before I wasn't.
Okay. But like I say, guys, get involved. Do like, do subscribe. This video is being brought to you by OneFootball. The creators at OneFootball are fantastic. The link for their app is down in the description. Do check it out, guys. Fantastic app. All the stats and information you'll need, especially in the run-up to the World Cup. So do check out OneFootball. Thank you to them for sponsoring us. And let's get straight into it, starting with Group A. Now, this group is quite interesting. It's got the hosts, Qatar. You've got the likes of Senegal, Ecuador, Netherlands. I think we all know there's one clear favourites here, and that is Netherlands. I think they've got a very strong team. I like their back line. I like the players they've got going forwards. And I think under Van Gaal, they are a very well-organised team. I think it's interesting with Qatar in this. I'm not too familiar with all of their squad, to be honest, but as the hosts, I feel like they might not come bottom of this group. Yeah. But I'm going to go for Senegal to go through with Netherlands here. I feel like Senegal have got enough decent players, some play in the Premier League, like the likes of Mendy and Koulibaly. Netherlands first, Senegal second, Ecuador coming last with Qatar in third place.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that. I think Netherlands have got to be the clear favourites. I think, as you mentioned, Senegal have a few good players, but I don't think enough to top the group. And then, yeah, for me, it's a toss-up between Ecuador and Qatar for bottom place, but I'm going to say Ecuador bottom.
There you go. And like I say, what's interesting with that group is England, if they get through, will obviously play one of the teams from that group. Moving on to England's group, we've got Group B. England have the likes of Iran, Wales and USA in their group. And some people are saying it's an easy group. Some people are saying this is actually the group of death based on FIFA rankings. I do feel quite confident. Yes, I know a lot of England fans can feel very confident going into these tournaments, and we sometimes flop, but under Southgate, we must say, last two tournaments have been good, if that's anything to go off. I know the Nations League wasn't pretty, but I feel like this is more important than that. Yeah. I don't think England will get a clean sweep. I feel like we might drop points in one of these games, but I still think we'll come out on top. As for second place, I'm going to go for Wales. I know USA have got the likes of Christian Pulisic. Iran have got a couple of decent players as well. But I think we've got the likes of Gareth Bale. I feel like Wales should do enough to get through in second place with England topping the group.
Yeah, so England for me are going to top the group. I don't think we're going to make it too pretty. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on us to do well, as the media does put a lot of pressure on. But I think we should top this group. It is, in my eyes, a fairly easy group. I don't want to be eating my words later on, but we should finish top. For me, I think it's going to be quite tight between USA and Wales. I really don't know who's going to come in second place. I might agree with you and say Wales in second place just because I know a few more of their players. And then, yeah, I think USA are going to be a close third. For me, Iran, I don't really know too much about them, so they're going to finish bottom for me.
Could be interesting. That group could be tighter than people think. We'll move on to the next group where Argentina have Mexico, Poland and Saudi Arabia. Now, this group is interesting. Once again, you've got clear favourites in the likes of Argentina. Obviously, Messi. This is a massive competition for him. I would like to see Messi win the World Cup. I will say that. Obviously, I'm an England fan, but it would be a great story because I think he is the GOAT. You've obviously got Poland, you've got Lewandowski. Mexico, obviously a dark horse with the likes of Alvarez and Lozano. And Saudi Arabia, I'm not too convinced by, based on the last World Cup anyway. I remember they lost 5-0 to Russia in that opening game. I think Argentina top of the group. It could be close for second, but I'm going to go for Poland to go through and Mexico in third.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you again. I think for me, Argentina should be the clear favourites purely for having Messi, but they have got other quality across the pitch too. I think Mexico are always like a pretty solid unit, to be fair, but I think Poland are just going to have a little bit too much. I mean, Lewandowski, they've got a decent keeper in Chesney as well, if he's going to be starting, so I think they're going to have enough to finish second. And as you said, Saudi Arabia, I don't expect much from them, so bottom.
There you go. Right, on to Group D. This has got the reigning champions France in it with the likes of Denmark, who did really well at the last Euros. You've got Australia as well and Tunisia, who've obviously got the likes of Hannibal, who plays for Birmingham City in the Championship. I think this group could be quite interesting. There's some people saying France might flop. There is a record where teams that have just won the World Cup go on to do not so well in the next one. I'm going to go with a safe bet, which is that France win this group. But I'm going to go for a surprise and say Australia might just pip Denmark for second place.
Okay, yeah, I will disagree. France, obviously, for me, going to finish top. The quality they've got is just unreal. I think they could be up there for winning the World Cup, to be honest. I'm going to say Denmark second, yeah, with Eriksen and a few of the good players across the pitch. They looked quite good at the Euros, so I'll say they finished second. Australia, they're not a bad team, to be honest, so third place for me. And fourth place, I'm going to have to put Tunisia there. So
Tunisia, right. Okay, we'll move on to Group E, which has obviously got Spain and Germany, which makes it quite interesting. Also Costa Rica and Japan, we won't fail to mention. I do think, though, it's an interesting group, but it's got two strong sides and obviously two sides do qualify. If Spain or Germany drop any points to Costa Rica or Japan, it does open up that possibility. But once again, I'm going to go with a safe bet here. Spain, I think, will top the group, but I look at their team, I think it's really nicely balanced and there's some good young prospects coming through. But I don't see an out-and-out goal scorer for them, whereas Germany have got some very good players. I do like Musiala. I think Japan will come third and Costa Rica fourth, with Spain topping the group.
Okay, I'm actually going to go Germany to top the group. I think it doesn't even matter if they've got a standout player. They're just a solid unit for me, and they always seem to do quite well. So for me, they're going to top the group, closely followed by Spain. Again, with Spain, they've always got a good team, haven't they? So I think, yeah, it's going to be a really tight group, this one. But for me, Germany, then Spain. In third place, I'm actually going to say Costa Rica. I think, I think some people have Japan to finish over them, but I think there's going to be a little bit of an upset. Not that they're going to go through, but for me, Costa Rica third, Japan fourth.
Okay, right, on to the next group, Group F. Now, this is very interesting. Croatia and Belgium both in the same group, with Canada and Morocco, who I think are actually two decent sides. So I don't think I want to put any of these bottom of the group, but someone will be.
Yeah.
I think Morocco have got a couple of decent players. Canada have got better. It's good to see them at a World Cup. But once again, you've got two sides that I'm going to say are the favourites here. And I'm going to go for a little surprise. I don't know if many people are expecting this, but I'm going to put Croatia to top the group. Croatia have done obviously very well in recent tournaments. And Belgium, I do think will get through the group. But sometimes there's more hype than what they do deliver. So Croatia first, Belgium second, Canada to finish third, and Morocco bottom, unfortunately.
Okay, I agree with you third and fourth, but I'm going to switch first and second around. Belgium are, again, a very, very good team, but I've always said that they're a team of individuals. They don't seem to click well as a team. But when you've got such quality individuals, they're going to have to finish top for me. Croatia, they've got a bit of an ageing squad, but they're still a good squad, so second place.
Yeah, Croatia do have a very good squad. And like I say, it'd be great to see Luka Modric go far again. They've obviously got Kovacic as well. Very good team. We'll move on to the next group, which has obviously got Brazil. Brazil, obviously, fantastic record in the World Cups. Haven't won it since 2002. 20 years in waiting now. And that's the same for all South American teams. No South American team has won it in 20 years. Will that change? Brazil have got Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon in this group. I do fancy Brazil to win this. They've got a great front line. Vinicius Jr., Gabriel Jesus, Neymar. I think it could be close for second place between Switzerland and Serbia, and I'm not even ruling Cameroon out of this because Cameroon have got one or two decent players, but I'm going to go for Switzerland to just pip second place. They've got some good players in the likes of Xhaka, Akanji, Sommer in goal. I know Serbia have got Mitrovic. It'd be great to see him do well.
I think he might, you know.
He might, yeah, honestly. I'm going to go Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Cameroon.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Brazil, for me, I don't want to give it away too soon, but they're going to be my favourites to win the competition. Just look at their squad. They're very, very good. That front line is just frightening. Yeah, for me, I actually think it could be either Switzerland or Serbia in second place, but I am going to pick Switzerland to finish there. So, yeah, as I say, I agree with you. But I actually kind of hope that Mitrovic has a good tournament.
Yeah, me too. Last group then, and I think this is my favourite group going into it because I think there's a possibility all four teams could get through here. You've got Portugal and Uruguay, who are obviously the two strong favourites here. But you've got South Korea, who've got a couple of decent players. And you've got Ghana, who are always quite a strong team. They seem to be one of the best representatives from Africa at most tournaments. So, with Uruguay, you've got Darwin Núñez and you've got Cavani. With Portugal, you've obviously got Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. They've got a very good team. And with South Korea, you've got not just Heung-min Son, but Hwang Hee-chan as well, who's a decent player. Ghana as well, not a bad team. I'm going to go for a bit of a surprise here. Uruguay top the group, South Korea second, Portugal to miss out, and Ghana bottom.
I'm actually going to have Portugal to finish top. I think when you have got such quality in players, they're going to do well. And like the Euros when they won, I wasn't expecting that. So they can turn up on their day, and I think they're going to top the group. Closely followed by Uruguay. You've got to have Uruguay going through as well. They are a good team. I think Darwin Núñez has just hit good form actually going into this. So I think they could have a good competition. Then I'm going to have South Korea purely because of Son. I think he could carry them a little bit, but not enough to go through. And then Ghana, I'm going to finish bottom for me.
Ghana, bottom of the group. So then, guys, that wraps up our group stage. We're now just going to pick our one team to go and win this competition. I feel like you gave yours away earlier. Who are you saying?
Brazil.
Brazil. I'm going to go for Argentina. I feel like Argentina. No, I'm going to go Argentina for this one. Get your thoughts down below, guys. Do comment your predictions. We'll obviously have predictions for the individual matches coming up just in a couple of days' time. But do make sure to like, do make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.